Hello, good morning, children. Last class we have discussed about the Charles law, Avogadro law, Gay-Lussac's law, Boyle's law, etc. These are all laws which is based on the properties of gases. My dear children, now we are going to start with ideal gas equation. Ideality means nobility. Nobility means 100% pure. But actual practice, nothing in this world is 100% pure. Now I am going to start with the ideal gas equation with the support of Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. Ideal gas is a one which obeys Boyle's law, Charles law at all conditions of temperature and pressure. Let us see the equations. First Boyle's law. Boyle's law, volume is inversely proportional to pressure at number of moles and temperature are constant. Taking Charles law. We have discussed that volume is directly proportional to temperature, pressure and number of moles are constant, amount of substance. Next one is Avogadro law. Here volume is proportional to number of moles, pressure and temperature taken as constant. Now we are going to combine these three laws. Volume is directly proportional to Nt and inversely proportional to pressure. Volume is equal to nRT by P, where R is a gas constant. R is common to all the gases. R value is a constant value for all the gases. So R is a gas constant. Now we are going to write PV is equal to nRT. Exchanging P here. This is the ideal gas equation where P is a pressure, V is volume, N is number of moles involved, R is a gas constant, and T is absolute temperature. So this is the ideal gas equation. Suppose N is equal to 1 mole. Then the equation can be altered as PV is equal to RT. Pressure volume is directly equal to gas constant and temperature when 1 mole of the gaseous particles involved in the reaction. Next, this is ideal gases equation, is a hypothetical equation. There is no real evidence for this. Now I am going to find the R value. R is equal to PV by Nt. Adjusting the equation. R is a gas constant, universal gas constant. Now I am going to derive the gas constant. P is equal to pressure 10 to the power 5 Pascal into volume 22.71 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube divided by 1 mole. How much we are using? 1 mole. How much temperature we are utilizing here? 273.15 Kelvin. So on solving all these things we get 8.314 Pascal meter cube mole inverse Kelvin inverse. This is the value we obtained from this equation. Next I am going to tell about, suppose the pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. Suppose the pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure, then we can modify the equation. R is equal to 1 atm into 22.71 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube divided by, here we are using liters because atmosphere, so we can use liters, 21.71 liters divided by 1 mole into 273.15 Kelvin. We will get the answer of 0.82 atmosphere, liter, mole inverse and Kelvin inverse. This is the gaseous constant of pressure at 1 atmospheric pressure. That is, if a pressure in Pascal, R value is 8.314 Pascal meter cube mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Suppose if the pressure is 1 atmospheric means we substitute here, we will get the value of 0.82 atmosphere, liter, mole inverse and Kelvin inverse. Now we are going to combine the Charles law and Boyle's law. We already combined these laws and we will get a PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. Then PV by T is equal to nR. Initial pressure. Suppose I am taking initial pressure P1, volume V1, temperature T1. Here the N and R are constant. Now I am taking N is 1 mole we are taking. We have used this formula. P1 V1 by T1 is equal to nR. This is first equation. Suppose final pressure P is equal to P2, V is equal to V2, T is equal to T2. In that case, P2 V2 by T2 is equal to nR. This is equation 2. Combining equation 1. P1 V1, combining these equations. P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2 is equal to nR. This is the combining gas equation. So this is important. This is coming for solving the problems. Now I am going to start with the relationship between density and molar mass. So ideal gas equation PV is equal to nR2. How we get this ideal gas equation? Combining the Avogadro law, Charles law and Boyle's law, we get ideal gas equation. But in actual practice, there is no ideality. Hypothetical equation, it is an assumption. So R is a universal gas constant. I have derived the R value by substituting pressure, volume, number of moles and temperature. Next, I am combining the PV by T. I obtained from ideal gas equation PV by T is equal to nR. Initial pressure P is equal to P1, initial volume V is equal to V1 and initial temperature T is equal to T1. I substitute here, I get this equation. Final pressure P is equal to P2, V is equal to V2, T is equal to T2. I substitute here, I get this equation. On combining these two equations, because both are equal to constant. So, on combining P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2 is equal to nR. Okay, now we are going to discuss with the relationship between density and molar mass with the help of ideal gas equation. Relationship between density and molar mass. Using ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. This is called ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation. Right. Now I am going to modify the equation. N by V is equal to RT by P. This way I can modify, okay, where N is equal to number of moles. Number of moles we learned in the first lesson. N is equal to given mass by molar mass. Given mass by molar mass. So I can write the equation N in that instead of the small m by capital M. N is a small m is a given mass and capital M is a molar mass. So m by capital M into V is equal to RT by P. This is equation number 2. Now what is meant by density? What is density? Density is equal to mass by volume. Right? Here mass, given mass by volume. So that is, instead of that we have to is equal to m by V. So m by V, d by m is equal to RT by P. Okay, so m is equal to d RT by P. P by dRT. 1 minute. Here m is d by m. So 1 by m is equal to RT by dP. Okay. Then therefore m is equal to dRT by P. Hence mass is directly, molar mass is directly proportional to density. This is the conclusion we are deriving here. So relationship between density and molar mass from ideal gas equation. PV equal to nRT, ideal gas equation. N by V is equal to RT by P. We can rearrange it, where N is equal to number of moles. Number of moles is equal to given mass by molar mass, small m by capital M. Substituting here, instead of N, we are substituting m by capital M into V. RT by P is equal to density. We know that volume, mass by volume, m by V. Instead of m by V, we put d, so d by m here is equal to RT by P. 1 by m is equal to RT by dP, so m is equal to dRT by P. This is the finally finded density and the mass relationship. After that, molar mass is directly proportional to density. After this, we are going to solve problems based on ideal gas equation. Children's 30 centimeter cube of a gas at 2.02 atmosphere and 25 degrees centigrade was compressed to 15 centimeter cube and 35 degrees centigrade. Calculate the final pressure. Here we are using compression. I already explained in Boyle's law, by reducing the volume, pressure will increase. So the final answer for pressure will be higher than the value of 2.02. This is, keep it in your mind. Now we are going to write the given terms, applying the formula, substituting the values. Here given, first you have to given, right? First to find what you have to find? Pressure of the gas. This is the thing we are going to find. That is P2, final pressure. Okay, for that just a mistake. To find what you have, right? To find final pressure of the gas P2, right? Next one is given. What are the terms given? While writing the problem, we should follow all these things. P1, initial pressure. What is the initial pressure? 2.02 atmosphere. Initial volume V1, what is the 30 centimeter cube? Initial temperature, what is the 25 degrees Celsius? For that we have to convert into Kelvin. 273 plus 25 is equal to 298 Kelvin. This is over. Final, these are initial. Final. P2 we are going to derive, don't know. V2, what is the thing? 15 centimeter cube. Okay. Then T2, what is the temperature given now? 35 degrees Celsius. So we have to first convert into Kelvin. 273 plus 35 is equal to 318 Kelvin. So initial adjustments over. Now applying the formula. What is the formula for this? P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So this already we derived from the combined gases laws. The P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2 is equal to NR constant that we discussed. So that formula applied here. Substituting the values. What is the first? We have to rearrange the formula. We want only P2, so P2 is here. Remaining things P1 V1 into T2 divided by T1 into V2. So P1 into V1 into T2. So substituting the values here. What is the P1 value? 2.02 atmospheric pressure into 30 centimeter volume into T2. What is the temperature? 318 divided by what is T1? 298 Kelvin into what is V2? V2 is the 15 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube here, centimeter cube into Kelvin. What is the Kelvin? 318 Kelvin. Centimeter cube, centimeter Kelvin, Kelvin. Oh yeah. 18,664.3 atmospheric pressure divided by 4,470. It will give 4.17 atmospheric pressure. This is the answer for this question. Dear children, finally you have to write answer is equal to 4.17 atmospheric pressure. This value is higher than the initial. P2 is greater than, for compression condition, for compression P2 is greater than P1, because in cylinders this is P1, P1 V1, this is P2 V2. Here volume is decreased because according to Boyle's law, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So P2 is greater than P1 because of compression. This also you keep it in mind. Applying simple problems, this carries 3 marks. First write the initial terms, applying the formula, substituting the value, simplify the value, get the answer. To find the given formula, the solution and answer. So first I will tell the questions. This is the question. First they are giving initial pressure, volume, temperature. Substitute here. What we have to find? Pressure of the gas. Final pressure of the gas P2 we don't know. V2 given, T2 given. Applying the formula, combined gases law formula, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So we are rearranging the equation because we want only P2. So after rearranging P1 V1 by T2 is equal to T divided by T1 into V2. Substituting the values, given values, on multiplying all these values you get 18,664.3 divided by 4,470. After simplifying these two things I get 4.17 atmosphere. This is the answer. Question at 25 degrees Celsius, 750 millimeter of mercury, pressure a gas occupies 600 milliliter volume. What will be its pressure at a height where temperature is 10 degree rise and volume of gas 640 milliliter? The question to find final pressure after the change, after increasing the temperature by increasing the temperature by 10 degrees. Initially this is the, suppose this is the piston, here this is gas is there. Initial pressure P1 V1 T1, and after rising temperature I am raising the temperature increased, T2 increased, initially T1, this is temperature. Now I increase the temperature. The pressure is P2, V2 and T2. Okay. So what change we have applied by using combined gases law? So first given, what are the terms given here? Given P1 is equal to 760 millimeter mercury. V1 is equal to 600 milliliter. T1 is equal to 25 degrees Celsius. We convert into Kelvin. 25 plus 273 is equal to 298 Kelvin. Then these are initial. This is final pressure. P2 is equal to, don't know. V2 is equal to 640 milliliter, 640 ml. T2 is equal to 25 plus 10 is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. Here 25 degrees Celsius plus 10 degrees Celsius is equal to 318 Kelvin. Applying combined gases law. Applying combined gases law. P P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, right? We have to exchange the equation P1 V1 T2 by T1 V2 is equal to P2. Now we have to substitute the values. What is that? P1 760 millimeter mercury into, what is that volume, 600 milliliter into temperature 298 Kelvin divided by what are the terms given here? T1 is 298 Kelvin. Here T2 we are substituting 318 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin into what is that? V2 is 640 ml. 640 ml cancel, Kelvin cancel. The pressure is millimeter mercury. You are getting 676.6 millimeter mercury. Simplify this, you will get this answer. So pressure here increased. So pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Gay-Lussac's law. According to Gay-Lussac's law, we are increasing the temperature. Pressure also increased. Initially, the pressure is 700 and sorry. What is the initial pressure? P2 is 676. Oh, sorry, it's not applicable. Sorry. Initial pressure is 760 millimeter mercury, and final pressure P2 is 676 millimeter mercury. First, I am going to tell the terms. At 25 degrees Celsius and 760 millimeter of mercury, pressure of a gas occupies 600 milliliter. P1, V1, T1, because starting point we mentioned as P1, V1, T1, and after a change we mentioned as P2, V2, T2. To find the final pressure, for this question what we have to find the final pressure after increasing the temperature by 10 degree rise. Initial pressure of the system is, this is a piston, a movable piston. P1, V1, T1 is the temperature. Here I am going to increase the temperature by 10 degree. Here P2, V2 and T2. Substituting the, applying the combined gases law, rearranging the equation, substituting the value, we will get the value of 676.6 millimeter mercury. The question is, a vessel of 5 liter capacity maintained at 27 degrees Celsius was filled with 16 gram of oxygen gas. Calculate the pressure of the gas in atmospheres. To find the pressure of the gas in atmosphere. This also we have to note it down. Given, what are the terms given? Given terms, volume is 5 liters given, and then what are the things given? Temperature given is 27 degrees Celsius. We convert it in 27 plus 273 is equal to 300 atmospheric pressure, right? 300 Kelvin temperature, 27 degrees, right? Next one is number of moles we have to find is equal to M by capital M. That is the formula. N is equal to here given mass of oxygen is 16 grams. How much they are giving? 16 grams. Molar mass of oxygen is equal to 32 grams. Therefore, number of moles equal to 16 by 32 is equal to 0.5 moles. Applying ideal gas equation. Here we are going to apply ideal gas equation, because we have studied the ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. Here P only we want, P is equal to nRT by V. Substituting the values. What are the things given? 0.5 moles into 0.821 atmosphere. We already discussed the gas pressure in atmosphere. We derived in the gas constant value, that is one atmospheric pressure into that 22.71 divided by that we have mentioned that 1 mole into 273. All these things we simplify, we get 0.821 atmosphere into pressure in atmosphere. Pressure in ATM is equal to 0.821 ATM. This derived in the previous point into temperature here T 300 Kelvin divided by what is the volume given here. Volume is 5 liters. On solving all these things we get 2.5 liters. Okay. Moles ATM Kelvin liter inverse. This is the answer for this question. So first we are going to discuss a vessel of 5 liter capacity maintained at 27 degrees Celsius was filled with 16 gram of oxygen gas. Calculate the pressure of the gas in atmosphere in container. To find the pressure of the gas in atmosphere, what are the things given? Volume 5 liter, temperature 27 degrees Celsius, we convert into Kelvin. Number of moles, because we are using ideal gas equation here. Number of moles, N is equal to M by M. Given mass by molar mass. Given mass is 16 grams given in the question. Molar mass 32 gram, we know that oxygen. So number of moles is equal to 16 by 32 is equal to 0.5 moles. Applying the ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT. We need P only. P is equal to nRT by V. Substituting all this value, we get the answer not 2.5. It is 2.46 mole atmospheric Kelvin liter inverse. Okay. This is the answer for this question. Sometimes they may give like this number 16 gram of oxygen, like this means we directly apply the ideal gas equation. This is the second model of ideal gas equation question. Thank you students. Have a nice day. God bless you.